Good morning, Mialisia. Welcome to today's Power Hour call. Today is going to be pretty short and sweet. We're going to have President Sean Brown just going over some announcements, some quick administrative type stuff. If you have any questions through the course of the call, feel free to post it on the Power Hour Facebook post on the designers page. Post your questions and we will get to them after his announcement. So, Sean, take it away.
Thank you, Michael. Good morning, everybody. We are rocking and rolling down here at corporate today. A lot of things going on. We're super excited. Just coming out of meetings with our Canadian crew, getting everything up and going out there. Should be ready soon out there in that wonderful country who kicked our butts in the Olympics when it came to hockey and curling. Well, we never had a chance in curling. But it was very, very exciting. So wanted to just get going this morning. I have several things to cover, several cool announcements. Why don't we call them excitements instead of announcements? That would be cool. Anyways, just wanted to chat with you all this morning about some of the updates here at corporate, some of the exciting things we have going on. Before I get into all of those, I want to remind you all about the Smart Start program. Keeping this going and keeping it in front of you and your downlines and your team is really critical to your success. The behaviors that are outlined in this program are critical, not to mention the rewards are super nice, but it is really critical for you and as you look at building your own business. When Annalise and I started this business, we would have loved for someone to give us a blueprint and said, follow this and you'll be successful. We never had that. We had to pioneer everything we did, and we're continuing to do that. But this is a blueprint for you. It's designed to be simple, and just because it's simple, don't see past the mark. Don't see past what you should be really doing on a daily basis to be successful. Sometimes we get caught up in expecting and wanting this elaborate game plan, and sometimes we overlook things when they're simple or easy to do. I will tell you and promise you that if you'll follow the Smart Start program, even for those of you that are really getting after it, the Super Start program every single month, that you will have success and that over time you will build a business that will not only provide you income and rewarding connections and relationships, but be fulfilling for you, to make you happy and to give you the things that you need to augment your family's situation, no matter what that is. And so congratulations to all the people that have achieved it in their first month, the Super Start and the Smart Start. I just want to remind and go over the behaviors that we're really looking for and to drive on a monthly basis with this program. So every single month, in the first 2 weeks of the month, if not the first 30 days, we're looking for you to share the concept with 15 people. Now, this is not designed to be like, hey, someone in the grocery store, and although that's all wonderful and good, what you really want to do with these concepts is do stop and shops, meaning book appointments with friends and people that you meet or know, get over to their house for 15 to 20 minutes, show them the concept, talk to them about the opportunity, talk to them about possibly booking a fashion event, and show them the jewelry. And by doing that, you will have a lot more success. You know, we've had really, really good success on these stop and shops, and not everyone's going to go smoothly, but you will also learn best way to pitch it, best way to work on it. There's just a great value there. And so make sure you're doing 15 of those a month. You know, one every other day, if you will. It's not a ton, but it is something that you can do each and every day. If I was doing this business as a designer, I would book one a day. I'd go out and just continue to do that. And as over time, you'll find not only will you sell a lot of jewelry, not only will you recruit people, and not only will you book lots of parties, but you'll have rewarding connections that will allow you to find real joy in your life through those relationships, which is even more critical. You'll help women discover their infinite worth. And there's no better way to do that than one-on-one. Let me just tell you, there is no better way. All right, so 15 people in 30 days. The second thing is $1,000 in retail sales. If you do 15 stop and shops, you will not only get that $1,000 in retail sales, I would think, but you'll also book some parties, which will definitely augment those sales. $1,000 a month, and you'll be making $350 off that retail commission. And then the last piece is just adding one new person to your team each and every month through those efforts, through the parties, through the fashion events, and through the concept shares. you will be able to build and find one person to add to your team every month. And so that is huge. For those of you that are very aggressive and are looking to be really successful, do 2 smart starts every month. In other words, 2 super starts every month. So if you do that, you first 2 weeks do a super start, second 2 weeks do a super start, you will find that your business will obviously, just by the numbers and math, grow twice as fast. So I just can't emphasize enough. And not only do you get a VersaStyle piece that's handmade by Annalise herself, and you get the recognition charms and pins that will come with it, but you'll get a lot of opportunity to really build this thing and make it last for the long haul, which is what we're all looking to do. All right, so that's the Smart Start Success Start program. Please keep that in front of you. Don't let your teams get defocused off of that. It is a very good program that will help you be successful. Second thing is make sure you're paying attention to the Mialisia Movers Report in your back office. This is really critical to you being able to make those one-on-one phone calls. Stay connected with your team. I'm not saying be a pest and call them every single day and say, what'd you do today? What'd you do today? But use that to really drive accountability and also, more importantly, recognition. It's really, really important. And if you will use that as you'll have some line of sight into your business, then you'll be very successful with it. Mialisia Movers Report under reports in your back office. Number 3, we have a couple of things that are coming this week I wanted to draw your attention to and you can look for. We will be adding soon here, hopefully in the next few days, a drop-down menu that you'll be able to select from your retail page, your website, where people that shop on your site will be able to pick from the drop-down one of the existing parties that you have going on. It'll be a pop-up. It'll ask them to select a party if their order is part of the party, which is a huge, huge win. And I know many of you will be excited about that. And there'll be more details coming out about that as it's ready to launch. We're testing it. Second thing is the multiple credit card payments. I know many of you have been asking for this. That is coming out this week, and so you'll be able to look forward to that. I know several of you have had to call into customer service because if you run a special at your party or your fashion event or you give free shipping or something like that and you're paying for it yourself, then you have to call in to use your credit card. This will allow you to enter multiple card payments on orders. So very, very good, big win there. The next thing, number 4, is I have a update for you on Canada. We are pushing ahead there, getting closer and closer to getting all of our licenses complete up there and working through the programming in the back office on the website that needs to happen so that the orders can be placed. We're so excited to add our Canadian designers and to get them up and running. So look for that coming up here shortly. I have meetings almost every day working through the details of that, and we hope to be launched in a majority of the provinces and territories in the first parts of April. So we'll let you know as soon as we have a date on that. The next thing is on number 5 is we have our catalog and new jewelry, spring jewelry coming out. As some of you are aware, there's been some sneak peeks to that jewelry as people have been attending the meetings on the tour that Annalise and Ariane are currently on, going from Iowa to New York, and we'll be doing more of those meetings in upcoming weeks, and so you can look for those meetings in a town near you. But as part of that, we are offering some cool things there, and the catalogs and new jewelry should be ready to go in a couple of weeks here, where you'll start being able to place those. I think you'll find and be very excited about the size of the catalog, the amount of material that's going to be in it, covering both the opportunity and the fashion event and the rewards, and also really focused on the styles of jewelry and the VersaStyle concept. The catalog is being designed for you to use more as a sales tool than a retail experience, and I think you're going to find the quality and the layout of it is going to be really fun for you. So there'll be some stuff in there, interviews, things like that to get to know Annalise. So a lot of exciting things there coming up soon. So look for that in the next few weeks. The other thing is I wanted to give you an update on the tour Annalise and Ariane are doing. They've done meetings in Des Moines, Iowa, over the weekend, Corning, Iowa, which was a very fun little town of 1,500 people, but the meeting room was packed. It was really exciting. They went afterwards with some of the designers there to their farm, Annalise and Ariane. They were going to help deliver a calf. I thought that was hilarious. If you're interested in getting updates to that tour, send a request. We are putting some stuff on the designer page, but if you're interested in seeing more on that tour, send a request to support@mialisia.com and just ask to be added to the Road Rally group. And we'll put you in that group, and you can see Annalise and Ariane making videos, and every stop they go to, those are fun to watch and exciting. You can share some of the moments on their journey with them. They had a great meeting in St. Louis. They are in Illinois today with Carol Brown and team, and looking for a big meeting tonight. All of the events so far have been super successful. Lots of sales, recruits, and fashion events being booked. So really exciting stuff going on that tour. So if you have any desire, again, to be part of that group and see what's going on there, just send a request to customer support, which is support@mialisia.com, and ask to be added to the Road Rally group. Okay. That is my updates and latest and greatest moments for this morning. Michael, I don't know if there's any questions out there. I'd be happy to answer them. If not, we intended to keep this call short so that we could get rocking and rolling, as we have just a few weeks left of the March promotion. I know one last thing is that several of you asked about an April promotion. We will be doing one. We will announce it next week to give you about a week's notice before April. We are working on giving you more notice on these promotions, but obviously with so much with the catalog in Canada on our plates right now, it's just been difficult to get it all done. So that's just me being transparent. So exciting things with the March promotion. There'll be an April promotion as well that we'll probably announce sometime next week. All right, Michael, ready to go? If there's any questions, then we can answer those.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we have any questions. So a lot of good things coming up, and like Sean had said, we're just bustling, trying to get everything all ready for Canada and the catalog, and some really good stuff coming up. So as you guys think of any questions or concerns that you have, feel free to contact support. Feel free to contact us on social media. And we will talk to you all next week. Thanks,
Have a good night. Have a good day, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.